what's up? Ed Zorab here. Today on Danger Studios we're going to show you how to make a Mad Hatter costume and makeup from Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland. Let's get on with it. For this build you're going to need the following. Some white makeup, red and purple makeup, some talcum powder, some card, foam core poster board, orange hair dye, hat pins, an old shirt and waistcoat, some old green trousers, some miscellaneous fabrics and ribbons, and a red coat I got from a charity shop. Right, the first step is to measure 12 inches out on your card. You're then going to want to cut off all the excess card. I then took the card and wrapped it around my head so it fitted snugly. Once you've done that, hot glue it in place so it's nice and firm and you're ready to move on to the next step. Next, I took a bowl, drew around it with a pencil, and then was very careful with a craft knife and cut out a nice smooth circle. I then took that circle and hot glued it to one end of the card cylinder that we just made. After that, I took some red fabric, measured 20 inches on it, and then cut it out like this. Then you're going to want to take the fabric and hot glue it all around the top, being careful not to crease it. Then you're going to want to take the other ends of the fabric and stretch it really tight and hot glue it to the other end of the cylinder until you get something that looks like this. Then trace around the top of the hat on some more fabric and then hot glue it down and you're ready to move on. After you've done that, cut out a rough circle of fabric a bit bigger than the hat and cut the middle out of it. I then hot glued the edges of this into the inside of the hat. Once you've done that, bend some wire into a distorted circle shape and then hot glue the ends together. Then hot glue the edges of the circle to this wire and you are done. For a few added extras, I tied a pink ribbon around the base of the hat, added some hat pins and a flower, and an old size card. I then took my green trousers and trimmed them just below the knee. I then took my white shirt and cut off the collar and trimmed all around it until I got something that looked like this. For the lace cuffs, I took some lace and folded it over itself to crinkle it up until I got something that ended up looking like this. For the fingerless gloves, I got some scrap material and cut out the shape of them and then hot glued them together until I got something that looks like this. So far you should have an outfit that looks like this. For the cravat, I took a piece of funky material and made it into a bow tie. Then I applied white makeup all over my whole face. Make sure you get in all the crevices, all down your neck, around your eyes, around your nose. Just make sure you cover everything in white because it's going to pay off. I then applied and blended some red under my eyes. I then applied a fleshy tone / deep purple to my lips. I then applied and blended some red around my cheekbones just to get a real definition in there. Then finally applied some red around the outside of my mouth. I then gelled my hair up at the sides and sprayed it orange to look like this. After that, apply some red and orange makeup to your eyebrows. And as a finishing touch, you can apply some red and green makeup for some eyeshadow. So once everything's been done, you should have a pretty convincing Mad Hatter costume. Well, I seem to recall saying, the day Danger Studios does the Mad Hatter makeup, I myself will do the footer wagon. And you see, I am a man of my word. Well guys, that was such a fun episode to make. It was really enjoyable. I knew I wanted to do this the minute I saw the film. Please tune in next week for another tutorial. Please comment and rate 5 stars and don't forget to subscribe.